Today's video is about Ronds de Jambe, which means circling movements of the leg. If you want to learn how to do beautiful circular movements with the legs, working on your Ronds de Jambe technique can be very helpful. If you practice Ronds de Jambes, you're working on your turn out, on keeping your knees stretched, your feet pointed, and on distributing and shifting your weight correctly. Our Ronds de Jambe start with a battement tendu to the front from first or fifth position. Then we start with circular motion to à la seconde, and it is important to keep the heel to the front. We continue the circle to the back, but fight for the heel staying to the front. Then we close back into first position. For en dedans, we start with the battement tendu to the back, do a circle to à la seconde. The heel comes forward as fast as possible and then continue to the front and close back into first position. We can also do this motion at 45 degrees. Lift your working leg through battement tendu to the front. Keep your weight on your standing leg. Keep your heel forward as long as possible. Fight for the heel to stay front and then close through battement tendu to the back. Reverse the motion by starting with battement tendu to the back. Lift the leg and then the first thing that comes to the front is your heel to work on your turn out, and then bring the leg to the front and close through battement tendu. The same rules apply for Ronds de Jambe at 90 degrees. Lift your legs through battement tendu, keep both knees straight, keep the heel of your working leg front as long as possible. Shift your weight on your standing leg and close through battement tendu. Then open through battement tendu to the back, bring your heel forward, stretch your leg as far away as you can and close through battement tendu. Let's do some exercises for Ronds de Jambe. Lie on your back, lift your right leg up and do a circle to the side and then close down. Keep your right hip down and stretch your left leg as far away as you can to give space to the leg and to the joints. Keep your heel front, keep both knees stretched as much as you can. One more round. Go to your end range of motion and close. Reverse the motion by starting to the side and bringing the leg up and closing from there. Again, both knees are stretched, your feet are pointed, your leg is turned out. You pull your leg away out of your hip and you go to your end range of motion. You keep your right hip to the floor and work with the strength of your muscles. Now let's repeat with your right leg. Lift it up, bring it to the side while keeping the left hip down and close. Try to keep your knees stretched, point your feet, keep your core engaged, your lower back on the floor. Pull the leg out of the hip joint, lengthen everything, and go to your end range of motion. Reverse the motion, start to the side, bring the leg up and close. Your left hip stays attached to the floor, your core is engaged. Your back is on the floor especially your lower back. You want to stretch your knees as much as you can. And close. For our next exercise, come to lie on your side, bend your knees in a 90 degrees angle and start to open and close your top leg. The feet are together and the knee opens and closes. You should feel that your glute muscles are working. Really engage them and open your knee as far as you can. A few times more. Now lift your feet and repeat the same exercise. You're opening and closing your top knee, but now the feet are in the air. Again, it's your glute muscles that are working and they are helping to get the maximum of your turnout. The next variation of this exercise is to straighten the top leg, close, open, straighten, bend and close. Open the knees, straighten the top leg, bring the feet together and close the knees. Repeat this a few times more, still thinking about the engagement of the glutes. Now let's repeat all of this on the other side. First, the feet are together, the knees are bent, and you're just opening and closing the top knee. You're working with your glute muscles and try to turn out the leg as much as you can. Next will be with the feet lifted and continue the same motion, opening and closing, which is a little bit harder with the feet lifted in the air. Really try to feel the muscles that are working, as this will also help you when you're doing Ronds de Jambe in an exercise, if you have that feeling. Then straighten the top leg, bend it, close the knees, open the knees, straighten the top leg, bend and close, open, stretch, and while you are stretching the leg, really stay in your maximum turnout. Bring the heel to the front and continue with the exercise, but each time the leg is stretched, turn it out as much as you can. Very good. Now let's stretch the glute muscles that we have just trained. So bring your right leg in on top of your left leg, bend your knees and sit down between your heels. You can bend forward if you want to, or you can stay upright. Anyway, make sure to keep both of your sit bones on the floor and enjoy the stretch. You can stay here for longer or switch sides. Now your other leg is on top. You're sitting between your heels. Your knees are stacked one on top of the other, and you can bend forward if you wish, or you can stay upright and feel the stretch in your glute muscles and in your hips. Well done. Let's do a combination of Ronds de Jambe. We start in first position, demi-plié and rond to the side and to the back. Bring your leg to the front and do 4 small circles just with your toes. Then rond to the side and close. One more full rond. Then let's do 4 ronds. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Then lift your leg to 45 degrees and round in the air very slowly to the back. Then lift your leg to 90 degrees and one more time round. Keep your heel to the front as long as possible. And turn it forward. Then also to the back. Small rounds with the toes to the side and close, and one more full round. Then 4 rounds. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Then 45 degree, bring your heel to the front as quickly as you can. Stretch your knees, then round at 90 degrees. Keep your knees stretched, bring your heel forward and close.